Hello and welcome to this week's tarot reading for all water signs. I hope this finds you well. I trust you'll use your own intuition as your primary instrument of resonance. Leave behind what does not reverberate. Tarot does not tell the future. The only thing that determines your future is how you react, reflect, and respond to the messages herein. In front of me, I have the Five of Pentacles twice, one upright and one reverse. I have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. I also have Pisces, Aries, and Neptune here. And this is just saying that there's a dream here. There's some sort of, imaginative activity, but you really want to action it with that Aries here. You're ready to take it to the next step. And this is really a reading about getting out of that dream state, getting out of the thinking of things with that Four of Swords here. You know, it's in the reverse position. You've been thinking way too much. You've been contemplating, meditating, whatever it is, way too much. And now you need to action. You need to come up with a strategy. You need to come up with a plan. And that's really evident here with the Chariot in reverse as well. You know, you're not making any ground. You're not moving towards anything. You're just kind of staying where you are, maybe staying inside your comfort zone, and you're not really going to achieve anything there. And there is a part of you that really wants to make the moves, that really wants to create something, that really wants to be seen and to express whatever it is that you are planning on doing. And with the Five of Pentacles here twice, you know, one in the upright, one in the reverse, I feel as though you're really stuck between the finances. How am I going to make this happen with what I have or what I don't have? And the more that you think on it, the more that you just keep stressing over it, the less you're going to action. You know, the less that you are going to find those opportunities, the less that you are going to problem solve. And yeah, you're going to be taken outside of your comfort zone. It might be a little bit challenging. It might actually make you work hard. You know, maybe you've been cruising for a while now in this Neptune, Pisces, lovey, ephemeral, dream state. And now it's like, I need to actually do something. But the doing of something, brings up a lot of anxiety or a lot of mental pressure, because you have to think ahead, you have to strategize, you have to make opportunities for yourself, and you have to grab the opportunities that come your way. And it seems to me like a very mental struggle here, especially with this Four of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords here. You're in this bind, you're just kind of keeping yourself in this comfort zone, but it's actually not that comfortable. It's more comfortable to work towards what you want to see in the world. And that's that Eight of Pentacles here. And you definitely have it in you. There's definitely a strategy coming through. You're definitely going to chip away at it. And it's, again, just thinking about the fact that not everything, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's little by little. You have to concentrate on one little part. And then once that's done, it opens up a door to the next thing to be able to occur, and the next thing, and the next thing, and next thing, and it's like a snowballing effect, and the wheels start to turn on that chariot, and you're taken to these magnificent places. And that's also comforting as well, because when you start chipping away at things, you're going at your own pace. Nothing's getting away from you in a sense. So yeah, I think that's all I see here. It's definitely, putting the mind to, putting the mind away and just really getting stuck in with this Five of Pentacles, getting stuck into the earth. It is a Taurus card, and the Mercury is there, but the Mercury is just, the mind is just kind of hindering you a little bit here. Just put the mind aside and just get stuck in. You'll never know until you try. You'll never know how something's going to work out until you start playing with it, doing it, creating it. It's a dream for a reason, and then it becomes reality through action. And you have to do those actions little by little. And then you also have to, not meditate on things for so long, not think about things for so long. When the time comes, seize that time, seize that opportunity, and just, maybe talk to people about what you're doing as well. That's that Five of Pentacles, not looking for charity, but looking for that higher power, or just somebody who maybe knows a little bit more, putting it out there again. There's the prayer aspect of the Five of Pentacles, that divine, kind of intervention there, that if you put it out into the world, or you say it enough, somebody, might think of you in 2 months and just be like, oh yeah, my friend is like doing something similar. Maybe you can like, connect up. And then there's an opportunity there that's, wasn't there before because you had kind of kept it inside. So it's definitely something to maybe talk to other people about, and not necessarily get opinions on, but just be like, hey, I'm starting this thing. And that's what Aries is. It's the start. It's the springtime. It's, this is kind of what I want to do. And then, like I said, in 2 months' time, somebody might think of you when they're in a, conversation with somebody else that's doing something similar, or something that could, work in tandem with you, or, whatever it is. And then, you've just created an opportunity from just talking about it all those months ago, or all those days ago. It could be like literally the next day. So, yeah, really getting out of your head, expressing things out into the world, creating things, doing, a lot of doing. There's a lot of doing in this reading, more so than thinking or, getting the ideas there. You've spent obviously a long time getting the ideas together, getting the imagination cranking with that Pisces and the Neptune, heavy in the dreams, heavy in the creative aspect and the imagination. And now it's time for, Aries to start that up again. And if we think about Vedic astrology, there's a thing called the Gantanda knot. And the Gantanda knot is the position between the fire and the water signs. So Pisces and Aries, perfect example of the Gantanda knot. And here, this is where a lot of the work is done, because you're going from a water element straight to a fire element, and they are, opposites. They are polarities of each other. So there is a lot of work that needs to be put in to be able to make that transformation, to make that transition. And it's a highly charged point in the zodiac, to be able to go from one element to the other, to make that polarity to split into the other, requires a lot of energy. And that's essentially what you're doing here. You're splitting from the imagination, the emotion, the ephemeral, into something solid, into actually something creative, that fire, and allowing that fire to consume, you, or consume other things, so that it can get bigger and brighter. And it needs more fuel. Whereas the water doesn't need fuel. Water just is. It just ebbs and flows. It doesn't need anything added to it to be able to do what it does. Whereas fire needs the wood. Fire needs oxygen. Fire needs all of these things to keep it going, to keep it burning. So the Eight of Pentacles is just kind of, reminding me of stoking the fire. Sometimes you put a lot of wood in at one time, and it goes for, ages. And then other times, you're just putting a little bit in at a time. Depends really what you're cooking, or, how hot you want your house, or whatever the situation is. So that's kind of the same with that Eight of Pentacles. Maybe some days you put in a lot into one pentacle, and then other days it's like just chipping a little bit away. It's at your pace. You set the pace. So it really, is determined on how quickly or how thoroughly, or, you want to create this thing. And Elon Musk, he has a saying, for lack of a better term, where he's like, turn your 5-year plan into a 6-month plan. Yeah, and that's quite, that's a lot. But when we think about it, it's like, yeah, my 5-year plan literally could be a 6-year plan if I stop fucking around and just like put in the work. So maybe just think of that when you're putting your strategy together, when you're actually like setting out your time to do things. And just get stuck in. Thank you for listening. Bye.